thing, no, no, no. Here's the thing. Before you continue, because you're only talking to Johnny right now. If it was good and lengthy, nobody would have a problem. End point.
No. The problem is like if it was even if some games could turn out to be someone's top one, like their favorite thing ever. But the fact that there's just people out there who won't watch shit past like 200 or 300 episodes, like they're just not gonna watch it, even if it would be their favorite show.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is the fact of like I'm not saying like people aren't. I don't care if you're not watching it because it's too long. You're not gonna call the show bad because it's too long.
I,
That's
It is.
it is.
that's
That's worthy.
idiotic.
No, that's
That's
worthy.
idiotic.
I mean,
That is stupid.
It's just
if
like you
I
can
was,
call a joke bad if it takes too long to get to the punchline. You can call a show bad if it takes too long to get
No,
interesting.
no.
Like it,
part of me,
if
part
you
of me
take
wish,
too long
part
to
of
win a game, you're gonna lose the game.
I mean, so here's my point. Like, if you watch Naruto Part 1 and you liked it, and then you watch Shippuden and you like it, that's like 700 episodes. It's like only 300 on One Piece. It's really not that.
Persona,
But
pers-
300 episodes, that's a lot of time,
It's
bro.
a lot of time to not be
Have you
interested.
ever played? Have you ever played Persona 5? Have you ever heard of Persona 5?
I've never heard of that.
Have you ever heard Persona 5? Well, that game is like over 800 hours long. It's a JRPG, and
Wait, 800?
no, one. I said one.
I was about to say, good
Oh,
lord.
okay. Yeah,
I'm,
if you're a
talking,
completionist.
I'm talking first playthrough. I'm not even talking a completion.
Wait,
Like,
what?
No, that is completionist.
no, it's
6
not.
hours. Bro, I played the first game. You're talking to somebody who played the first game.
Uh oh.
If you're going into Persona 5, I'm literally telling you,
Hours.
like literally me and like 50 other people's first experience with a Persona game. If you are new to that series, if you play that Persona 5 for the first time, you will spend no less than like 80 hours on that game. It's like 80 to 100 hours. I took 100 hours to complete this game.
Oh, wow.
Like my this and this is my is Persona 5 your first Persona game?
Nope.
Okay, so let's take into
I
account
played,
that's probably why. Keep in
I
mind I'm
played
saying
100 hours.
keep in mind I am saying if you're completely new to
No,
Persona
no,
5,
yeah. I'm
even
telling you.
some series is different. Yeah, that game is about 100 hours. And
That's
this
why,
is the
that's
second
why,
game.
that's why I didn't say much. I just said,
100
okay,
hours
you,
is
so
OD.
you're trying to, but I don't think it's 100 hours. I think it's like, if you say 80, then yeah, because
Yeah,
it's like,
80
all
is
right,
like it's like
but the game is legit 60. Like if you just play the game and do the story mission,
but that's if you know what you're doing. Like if you
like,
know what you're doing, like you have to like part of playing a new game is you have to figure it out, right?
yeah,
So like if you're
well,
figuring things out, it's about
you not
you're going into the
because
series already having an idea of how Persona
no,
works.
no,
I went into the series not knowing how this
nah,
works.
but Persona does have a map where you could just like this is the most accessible Persona has ever been. If you're talking about four, then yeah, I'll
Right,
be
that's
damn
fine.
right here. You're like 100 hours,
That's
but it
fine.
has a map that could tell you where to go.
No, but
just make
that's
your point.
fine.
Just make your point on like the length shit and whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the point being length does not equate to good or bad.
I,
That's dumb.
it
It
does.
kind of does. It kind of does.
It does, bro.
Think about it like this. If it repeats the same beat
Thank
over
you.
and over and over and over, then yeah, of course you're gonna get
That has
tired of it.
nothing to
So
do
then,
with length. That's
yeah,
repetition.
No,
no,
so,
no, no, that has something to do with length because it's
No,
so.
that's repetition.
okay, you
That's
know what?
like
I'll give you that, Leo. I'll give you that, Leo. The length isn't the issue. It's the pacing. The pacing makes the length unbearable. Does that work better for you?
One pace. Watch one pace.
no. Okay, check it out.
It's
Because
like
even if you want,
I thought One Pace got taken down.
even if you wanted, no, it's not.
Send me the link.
Even
Send
if
me
you
the link.
want to
Send me the
talk
link.
about
Tag me in it.
even if you want to talk about like manga, because people don't have an issue with the pacing of manga, right? Even if you want to talk about manga, bro, it's still long. It's still very
No, no,
long.
no.
It's
But
still
that's what I'm
longer than
saying. That's what I said. I'll give you the point of it's not so much the length; it's the quality of the length. Like if the pacing is bad, you're gonna have a problem. But like, so like the Dragon Ball Super movie, people had a problem with the pacing because they were like, "Yo, it takes 40 minutes before you get to the part where we want to see." I could say that's arguable, but when you do get to the action, you're like, damn, this shit is cracking. But the faulty part is leading up to it. There's not enough tidbits to keep you engaged enough to where you're not tapped out of the trance of the actual film. That's a problem. Like if I'm watching a movie and we're 30 minutes in and nothing has happened, I'm going to start going to sleep. You know, attention's gone, things like that.
Okay, right.
So that,
So right. So let's understand that that's not necessarily a length problem. It's
no,
more
that's
so
what.
how they like.
That's why I said I'll give you
Yeah, I
that.
think we're on the same
Well,
page. Yeah.
I'll give you that.
let me tell you where the length
Me and
problem
Sirius
is.
aren't on the same page. This is the issue.
No. I agree with what you're saying, but here's where the length becomes an issue: is when you have to binge it to catch up. Like, okay, you reading One Piece every week like it's in the news. No. Listen what I'm saying. You reading One Piece every week like it's in the newspaper
I'm
is
weak.
different to a person who is
I'm
staring
weak.
at a mount of
Yeah.
content.
Okay,
You
so
know what I'm
let's.
saying?
Okay,
So
so
that's why. No. But that's where the too long argument comes in. The too
Okay.
long argument don't really come in if you're watching One Piece every week. Because
Okay,
obviously
so-
every week you get something.
Okay. So let's acknowledge this, right?
Yeah.
You cannot want to watch One Piece because you find it too long. I am not going to take that away from you. You will not say One Piece is a bad show because it's too long. Because you're talking about the quality of the show and you're equating the length of the show to the quality. That's not valid.
Hold on, wait. Ashes. Hold on, Ashes. What are you saying? Ashes and then Johnny.
Say, like, it's just not like valid to like it's not valid to say that something's trash because it's long. Like,
Right.
Ship it in long. Like,
Right.
If someone tells you ship it in bad because it's long, it's smacking their shit.
But it's good. That's the thing. No, okay, we're not talking about quality. We're talking about length. We're talking about quality.
Yeah.
But Kevio is not listening. A lot of these people who are seeing this is from the perspective of somebody new.
Right.
Yeah.
But
No,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the perspective.
I got you on this, right? I'm telling you, length does not equate to good.
No, 100%.
But it's the perspective of watching the mountain versus being on top of the mountain. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
There are people out there who just watch animes that have like one season, like or whatever. Like they're not like I can't show someone Shippuden and Naruto Part 1 and have them look and they're like, oh, episodes 1 through 10, I got this, and then they're like, oh, episodes 10 through 20, yeah, sure. And then they see that it's like 250 episodes or whatever, and then they see Shippuden's like how many episodes is that? Like 500 something?
I think 5.
Yeah, so it's like, and on top of that, it's like, sure, skip fillers, blah, 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 like, you can skip fillers, probably, like, get through it in, like, 300 episodes.
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
300
That's
without
still a lot.
fillers.
That's a lot for someone who's not like us. Like, the average anime watcher,
Yeah,
like, they're
yeah,
gonna
I
watch, an average anime watcher, they're gonna check out Attack on Titan before they ever check out One Piece or Naruto.
Yeah.
They're not,
I
like,
agree.
huge on
Yeah.
episodes.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a perspective.
Yeah.
Like MMO, like, if the MMO have like 6
I'm
minutes
with
action
you.
and there's
I am
time to
with
go
you.
on,
I am with
then
you.
yeah,
I am
that's what I'm
with
saying.
you
So
to say that, yeah, but
that's where it's coming
this
from.
is where we're disconnecting. You cannot say it's a bad show because of this.
Yeah, no, the length.
Where it's coming from.
The-
That's
so
what I'm
he-
trying to say. It's
so-
just that's where it's coming from.
Oh,
From
yeah,
what-
I agree. So do you think it's a bad show because it's too long?
No, it's not a.
To them, well, to them, it's gonna be because it's gonna be an issue to them.
I don't think it's. I think we're wording it wrong. I think it's more so. People have an aversion to it because of the length. Like, because of the length, they're not willing to give it a chance. Versus, I'm watching it and the pacing's bad. It doesn't justify it being that lengthy. Those are two different points. Like, I think Sirius is saying.
To pay the people who made One Piece or One Piece to fucking have that be the regular runtime instead of the current runtime. That's just ridiculous.
One Piece is just.
Thank the Lord. Do they skip fillers and everything?
Don't belong. Like,
Or
there's
what it should do, it should split it up like how JoJo has parts. Like,
Oh.
Yes.
like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the East Blue version, and then you get to this point, and then you do this version, and then you go. Then it's not.
what those movie reviews.
Well, most people don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know about those.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
There are people who like just won't watch something because like for our big three animes, like you kind of need a guide to watch these shows. Like I would never watch the filler in Naruto
Ever. It's illegal.
So like you need to like, and there's like with One Piece and shit and One Piece and all that kind of shit. It's like there's movies that tell the
Facts.
So people's main like mental like game when they're watching One Piece is like this is how this thing went, and there's like no other way that it could have went any other way because like they're not watching movies, they're not watching like you know what I mean, like whatever. And I'm someone who's watched all the Naruto films. I'm caught up on Boruto. I wanted to die the entire time. Like I've seen all the movies. Like it's trash. It's just trash. Like I
Yeah.
would never do that shit again. There's like a couple movies that are heat, like Blood Prison and like um, Ninja Road or whatever, right? Or whatever that movie was called. Those
Yeah.
movies, yeah, those movies are like the good movies, but still the movies are not good. Like you know, what I mean? Like they're like I would not ever scream a Naruto movie in the dojo. I would get kicked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Naruto arguably has some of the worst movies I've ever seen for a show.
They're not even that tight.
Yeah, they're absolutely dog shit.
I think the part one movies are decent.
The part one movies are even worse.
I think the first part one movie is good.
Yeah, Land of the Snow, the Land of the Snow one.
And the second part one movie, the Sona Gela.
I hated that one.
It just felt like they were making movies to make movies.
Yeah.
Not even to like they were just squeezing the tip.
Yeah.
All the milk out.
Then I think the first Shippuden movie was decent. I'm not a fan of Bond.
Bonds was trash. Bonds was trash.
I don't like. Yeah, I'm not a fan of.
There's like cool moments in the movies too, like really dope ass moments in the movies. But like, I would never recommend someone to watch Naruto Shippuden or like the part one fillers are not even that long or they're not that bad. Like I would 100% watch part one from start to finish, like without skipping it.
The fillers after, because I think technically part one Naruto ends after the battle between Sasuke and Naruto, and then a little bit when they get to Orochimaru's lair the first time. But even that is half filler. The only good filler in part one Naruto was when they went to fight Raiga, the seven swordsmen of the Hidden Mist, with the thunder spears, and they take Neji and go up there and start killing shit.
Yeah.
That filler was fire as fuck.
Filler, like old, like I've noticed it. It's just like the reason filler exists is so that the anime can catch or the manga can get a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Like that's we all know that's why. And it squeezes the pit. Like oh, you watch the anime, here's Naruto going out into ramen with fucking.
But they could do a way better job because Dragon Ball Z has the best fillers of anything that ever touched the ground. Like,
I love the interaction.
bro, Dragon Ball Z fillers.
Like some of Naruto's ones too, like when he was like, you know, going off with Neji and shit like that.
Yeah, that was fire. Like when they did
That
missions.
was fire because I like that. I'm like,
Dragon Ball
Neji
is like
out there hanging out with other people.
Right.
Dragon Ball is literally like America's anime. Like if you wanted to talk about a series that like no other country loves more than us, other than like maybe Japan, like we love Dragon Ball.
But the thing is like Dragon Ball fillers were the Otherworld tournament with Pikkon. That whole shit is filler. And for years I thought it was canon. That shit was peak fucking.
Dragon Ball filler is so good that even in like other video games or even like
Thank you.
filler things like let's say Dragon Ball Heroes, that shit is still relevant.
Right.
To that story.
And the thing.
It focuses on other stuff that like it brings more to the character.
Right.
How to drive.
Bro.
You know, like just certain shit. Like when Super came around, the best parts of Super, arguably, in my opinion, is the downtime where you
Yeah.
get to learn more. But like, what did dudes do when they not fighting?
Right. Right.
I'm not even like a big Dragon Ball head like that, but I'm telling you, like, nothing. There's almost like I'm saying right now, Trunks going Super Saiyan is there's nothing like out. That's a top 5.
And that's a filler, bro. That's not even canon. That's how good that shit is.
Man, that shit is like that is what filler should be. Like I don't want nothing else but like I should have been seeing Naruto with like Uchiha fucking eyes.
Right.
I should have seen all of that. Like if it's filler and we know it's filler, just have fun with it. I don't know why I have to see Naruto in a fucking boat with some random bitch floating down the river.
Thank
I
you.
don't care about none of that.
And that was the thing, like, again, Dragon Ball Z's fillers flesh out a bunch of stuff. Same with the movies. Like Naruto, the best filler in Naruto to me was, even though it was just a rush of the story, was Naruto and Sasuke if their parents didn't die and the massacre didn't happen. Like that's a good fucking filler. That was Road to Ninja, and it was like a random filler because Sasuke trains with Shisui for a little bit, and like
Yeah.
the shit was hard as fuck. Like okay, he went down the same path, but it was kind of cool to see like how everything played out. You know what I'm saying?
The Sasuke was hella mad. I remember because Naruto saved the puppy or whatever.
Right.
That shit was mad funny.
I love that shit.
Itachi making the sunny side up.
Also, good shit. The egg shit was perfect. I was like, this is adorable. This man loves his
That's like
brother.
all I want to see. It's like make it funny, but like make it funny and entertaining, but don't like try and be funny and be boring.
Right.
That's literally what they did.
This
I
like
like the mecha Naruto shit a lot.
I didn't really care for it, but it's not a bad concept.
Is the same thing with the length.
I
Like,
think,
yeah, of
no,
course.
I will say, I think this is probably the only point where I can see, like, I can see it. Like, I have to agree with it.
Too much exposition. What do they mean by that?
So they're talking about basically like the world building of like certain characters. Like, there's a lot, like, you know a lot about a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Some characters that aren't even like the
Yeah.
or like, well, so like in Skypiea, like there was like, you know, there was like the big war on Sky Island, and you got like so much information on it, and he used like a Nell. You don't really know nothing about a Nell.
That's kind of lit, though. I don't
Yeah.
see them as a problem.
This is a half point for me, right? Because I think there are characters that like get backstories and you know a lot about them that aren't really that important. So I could see someone just being like, bro, skip these people. But at the same time, I think that's just how the world is.
I think it's one of the strongest part of One Piece. To have a problem with that point, like, it just makes the world feel more alive. That you know a lot about.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like Naruto does something that I call it like. That's why I see like Naruto in that piece has like. I wouldn't say it's the worst world building, but it's just certain things that I would like to know, like the village hidden in the stone and the cloud village. Like, you know, we never actually got to see what them shits look like. Like, they try to do it in the game, but it's like you just run into one office,
Right.
that's your cloud
I can
village.
give you that.
It's just so like it's so painful being Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really sacrifice world for characters.
And that's the thing.
Really.
If they would have.
But the thing is, it wasn't even a good sacrifice.
Yeah.
Fleshed out like
Yeah.
like,
Facts, Ashes.
My problem with Naruto is that for me it's mostly just that characters are just thrown to the side.
They do the Dragon Ball Z
In
thing.
part one, I feel like in part one, I feel like there's so many good characters. Like as a kid, I thought Kiba was really cool.
He was till he lost.
For us to go to Shippuden and Kiba is just like not even remotely a factor. It's like,
the reason, like literally the whole reason no one got fleshed out for the longest time is because we waste our time chasing Sasuke.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they are the main characters.
But
and-
even
I
still.
understand the reason why you would want to break it down because, like, everybody on Naruto, believe it or not, felt like a main character.
Yeah.
They felt like a main character. All these dudes, like the like all the
yeah,
niggas
they
and
felt
stuff
like
like
main
that.
characters.
Yeah,
So I don't even have like Shippuden in the beginning was doing really good because they had Lee, they had Ten and they had Neji all on the squad helping them with the
Right. Right.
Like that shit was really good. They had squads out there fucking people up, fucking Akatsuki members up, straight up, bodying Kisame, bodying everyone they came across, for whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But like as time went on after the whole Gara expedition thing where we got Gara back, oh yeah, here's Gara's back, like blah blah blah. The show just like here's Sai, here's Sakura, here's Naruto, and here's whoever the fuck is going with that.
I literally overshadowed like all of Naruto.
I love Sai.
I hate Sai.
I don't not like. I like Sai too. I don't not like him, but it's kind of wild to see that this character comes in second arc of the second series, and he's a more important character than like any of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah, I wish they handled it like Soul Eater handled it. Like you have like the three protagonists, and like if one person is not doing anything, you just go over to the other person.
Right.
Naruto and them is like, okay, Naruto and them are making their way to the sun. Let me show, and that's how it was in the beginning of Shippuden. But then as it got down more, it was just like, let's just only focus on Naruto. No matter what he's doing, he can be doing shit. Like just focus
I
on.
will say that with Soul
doing some shit.
But they
You
can
don't
never
have
be
to
like,
focus on Naruto training because, listen, let's be honest. The training arc in Naruto learning Rasen Shuriken, it really didn't matter. It wasn't a story point that we needed to know. The nigga just could have showed up the Rasen Shuriken and we just would have been like 50 trillion for.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying because that would have been fire if he shows up and then you do clips of him training in the fight where he's doing it.
ooh, bro, I hate this shit. Show Naruto. Now I want to get on you, bro.
What?
All I'm saying, look, check this out, right? All they had to do, show Naruto pushing the waterfall, like, cut that in every once in a while to show that he's making a little bit of progress or whatever, for like a couple frames or whatever.
Couple
like, in the
frames.
background. I don't give a fuck, it's like whatever, cool, he's pushing the fucking waterfall, trying to stop it, blah, blah, fucking blah. And then show eventually that he stops it completely, and then it's like, oh, cool, training's over, and then, but between all of that shit, like, have fucking Sakura and Hinata going and get Mahito. Like, I don't care, like, just have them do something, like, I don't give a fuck.
Shikamaru on another mission. Like, these niggas are turning Hokage level ninjas without doing any mission.
Yeah, no.
What
They
mission?
introduced, they introduced Shino, Kiba, and Hinata in Shippuden for them to not be in that.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Like, okay, so that's why I say Dragon Ball Z is a GOAT because Dragon Ball Z can juggle multiple plot points very fucking well. Like, if you look at the Namek arc, one, you got Krillin and Gohan trying to find the Dragon Balls. Vegeta's looking for the Dragon Balls and them. The Ginyu Force is also on their way. We're waiting for Goku to get back. Piccolo and the others are in the other world. Frieza is on his way back. And King Kai is where, like, there's so many things going on, so you can literally hop around.
You see that key thing that you said? Goku is weak in his weak. We have freaking time to go to other.
And that's what I'm saying. It's all like for sure. With to agree to your point, if they would have done with the whole Naruto's training and other shit is going on, like Rock Lee is learning. Yeah, like cause it would have been cool to see a Neji Lee Shino like arc where they're just growing as characters instead of waiting to the fucking war arc to mash in everybody's character flush out.
Like, bro, that's what Naruto SD is for, man.
What the hell is Naruto SD?
You've never heard of Naruto SD? Look that up right now.
Yeah, people believe it's
Rock Lee is it's like a Rock Lee. It's like a chibi show.
Oh yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Fuck that. That's bullshit. And also I'm mad because they put one of the best fights I've ever seen, Rock Lee versus Sasuke in there. And that shit was that shit was cracking.
it was, yeah.
What? I said, bitch, why is this in here? Bro, that shit was really. And the thing is all like, if we would have got a Sasuke versus Lee rematch, you know how much better the show would have been fucking been, sorry. But like, because the thing is all like, Naruto, they dropped the ball not fleshing out more of the Byakugan. Once again, Shino was such a strong character to where he could have carried an arc by himself with Shikamaru. The way they did the chasing Sasuke and the way they did the chasing Sasuke in the first part to where they used that as flushing out everyone else, they completely steered away from that in Shippuden, and it was a detriment.
I'm not gonna lie, there's like only a few things that Naruto has that saving me personally from not just outright calling it bad.
Right.
Seriously.
No, and I can agree.
That shit, I hate that it's my favorite anime. I hate that you know.
It's a struggle.
For my favorite anime is dumb as hell. I hate that there's no proofreading on any of this shit.
At
I
all.
feel like it's literally just all one take. Like,
Yeah.
Don't try. Like, if we're normal people who don't write stories and we're piecing this shit together better than animated I'm serious. Like, the fact that I don't know more about the Byakugan than I should, like, why do all the Otsutskis have this shit?
Right.
They're like one of the worst places.
But what you said is actually true. He never planned Naruto. He was doing it like shot to
Yeah,
shot
no, he
every
did.
week.
That's
Like,
true.
he did.
Naruto literally started. Y'all can Google this. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Naruto started as a show about ramen. It was like a one-take thing.
See?
Like, it wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
like,
be about
he never planned anything. Like, people told him, like, yo, Naruto is gonna turn big. Like, they found this man. And then when it got famous, he didn't have any plans for it. So it was just like him and his editor coming up with shit every week.
But the thing with
reason why
that,
I have him as a good writer is that, like, to do that just on the top of your head,
Right.
like, improvising every week, and that shit worked
No,
That
for
shit
sure,
crazy.
for sure.
That shit was heat, but there should have been someone or some like I don't know the specifics behind it because I'm not right behind this man if he's writing it or whatever. Right? But like there should be someone or something telling him like this is good to do it this way rather than this way and like move this here and it makes more sense like that. Like someone needs to proofread this shit because there's no fucking reason that I need to see.
They had like five other editors.
Yeah,
You have to have editors, but you didn't have the eye. It's a
yeah,
weak
there's like
shit.
there's no reason I need to see in shipping the same shit repeating though. Like from part one, like if part one had flaws, which it did, part two doesn't need to have those same flaws again because we already know part one had that shit.
And
Like
and
I don't need to see Naruto pushing against the waterfall for 3 episodes straight. I just don't. I just don't.
and the thing is all like even to the freestyle effect, it's just all like I feel like there's other people who freestyle better. Like Akira Toriyama, he was for sure freestyling the whole fuck out of Dragon Ball Z, and he even forgot the shit he freestyled, and that shit is arguably perfection all the way up until the end of the Cell Saga. So that's why my thing with Kishimoto, I just felt like, yo, I get you're under scrutiny, but you're in the playoffs. Make something fucking happen because
Like there's
because with because I'll give a point to One Piece. The fact that they tied in fucking what's the skeleton guy? Bro, the fact that they tied him into Laboon, somebody, an animal I met, episode like 3, I was all like, bro, that's how you do a clutch full circle shit. Like, I almost cried.
They introduce concepts like super early, and then like
Build on
later
it.
on when they're like when it comes back, you're just like, this makes so much
Yeah.
sense, so well.
I think Oda is probably the only one that we need to see. When it comes to all of the manga stuff, I think Oda is the only one that goes back. Because a lot of the thing is like they don't read it.
Yeah.
Kind of like when they add something, it's kind of like, but bro, we had this way back here.
Right.
What are you
like
doing?
shit. What I'm saying is like Naruto. The way I would have done Naruto with like hinting at shit is like right shipping into about Sasuke, like mainly and the Akatsuki. Right. We know we need to stop the Akatsuki. Naruto is the thing that the Akatsuki want. Have Naruto like see Itachi or something like someone wearing that cloak walk by again, like in the fucking village or something, and then have him turn around and then they're gone. Like show me that like.
Oh, like foreshadow to it.
Already, like, show me that there's some form of urgency because you should not be allowed. If I'm a terrorist after your ass, there's no reason you should be allowed to push a waterfall for 3 days and have me not do anything.
Facts.
It's bullshit. Like
Well-
he could have easily, we could have seen someone walk through the village with an Akatsuki cloak. He could have been like, that's an Akatsuki member. Turn around, they're gone, whatever, right? Kusame, Itachi, whoever the fuck he could have.
To where he's having like mental trauma.
Yeah, and then there's like something weighing on his mind to like try harder when he's training, and then just shorten the training, and then he pulls up the copies of the one shots, and like he did, like who cares? Like just hint at shit. It's not hard to hint at things. Like,
Well, and
there's
that's
no reason a character from episode 3 of One Piece should be relevant this much later, but he still is because the show's just written like it.
and that's the thing. Like, they could have taken that out of Berserk to where like, okay, like how you said, Guts can't sleep because somebody's always after him. Like they introduced the fact that people are after Naruto very lightly, but then they try to front like, okay, the Leaf's security is just that much better than everybody's.
Yeah, it's just that much.
Yeah, but I'm,
Criminals.
yeah, but I'm like, yeah,
I think they introduce people who are after Naruto pretty blatantly in part
no,
one.
no, they do,
Itachi,
they do.
Kisame, they rolled up to the village and then they rolled up on Naruto.
No, but Leo, so like to that point, it's all like they do it one time. The fact is, like after that, that should be like a recurring thing to keep the danger out. Like in Attack on Titan, there's always a Titan busting through the wall until Eren learns his shit. Like,
The thing is with the Itachi Kusame thing when they showed up to Naruto's village, they weren't in the Leaf Village. That wasn't the Leaf Village.
yeah, what?
That was like
No, it wasn't.
It was when they were searching for Tsunade.
That was when they were looking for Tsunade, but that's not like the main Leaf.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
But it's still the same thing. Like
It's still the same concept because at least Levi, okay, they had like a security team around Eren to where like, yo, if something happens, we deploy half our army to go get that motherfucker back. Like with Naruto, it's pretty much just like, yo, fuck this kid, even though he's a war weapon, we don't even value him as that. Like they have care for Eren in the fact of his war utilities, like how the Raikage does B, but with Naruto,
Like, but you know what, Aaron, the reaction with Aaron is just that, like, yo, there's a Titan living within our wall. Like, what the fuck?
no, but and on top of that, it's the fact that when they learn like, oh, we can use this Titan to balance the power, they're just all like, look, Eren, fuck your feelings. You can never leave the sight of at least 10 or 12 people. Like with Naruto, hey, somebody broke into our fucking village for the umpteenth time. Orochimaru's here. The Chunin exams is a super invasion. Like we get invaded every day, but fuck protecting Naruto.
Hey, the soul
Like, there's
Titan
no-
right there.
Right.
Like, fundamentally speaking, there's literally, like, nothing stopping, like, Deidara and whoever the fuck else he brings him on from bombing the fucking...
Straight up.
Like, no one's gonna do anything.
And that's the thing. It's like they believe in their fucking ring security system so well that they end up like not building the story on
That's
it.
what all you gotta do
Yeah,
is
bro, I was bigger, bro.
all you gotta do is fly up high enough to where they can't really see him or make him out, and then he's just dropping bombs on fucking...
And that's the thing. Like that barrier is just sensory. It doesn't like stop shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Obito literally just walked through with like, hey, yo, stop.
Well, Obito had the key. Obito had the key. Yeah, Obito had the key, and he knows he got that because he used to be in the village.
Itachi Kisabe literally just rolled up his...
But that's because Itachi, like, that one's self-explanatory. He just said Genjutsu, goodbye, bitch. And plus, he has the key as well because he's a double agent.
That should have been arc itself. If Naruto being like, when he's speaking like, yo, get me.
It would have been like some Slade versus Robin in Teen Titans shit, bro. It would have been cold as fuck.
Like, give Kisame and Itachi a couple arcs. Like,
And that's the thing.
like, they're such obviously, like, important characters, and the fact that they don't... And, like, you gotta understand, like, it's low-key, like, Sasuke is kind of following in Itachi's footsteps, like, the whole time. Like, he's got a shark buddy, and he's fucking... like, it's literally... He has a shark, hey, don't do this, like, they were both terrorists at some point, like, they're literally the same
Shark
person.
buddy.
He's handling your fans doing it in the village without breaking us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's going on like right now.
Oh, it is? Isn't Dev supposed to be streaming it?
Is it preliminaries or is it?
No, it's like it's playing in Europe, so it's like the time difference and everything. It's pretty much like one of the bodybuilders. versus,
Oh, yeah, the mountain guy.
The mountain from.
Well, stream it in here. We can still talk and watch the fight.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I thought Dev was supposed to be doing it. That's why I stopped streaming. And plus, I got banned from TikTok Live again. Bro, I don't fucking know, bro. It happens so often, I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm banned until the 26th. I think that probably was it, but even still, it's like, bro, they said for hate speech and harassment. I was like, God damn it, bro. But
I'm very fair when it comes to One Piece. Like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it got the most skills. But there's just certain aspects of, like, if we're talking the West, it's like,
That's what I did like
he
about
has One Piece on his back, but the West, we got Naruto and Full Metal and a bunch of anime.
That's my least favorite thing when I talk about one or something better than One Piece or blah 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 with Leo or anybody. Y'all are throwing around the sales like it means it's
Yeah.
something to me. Like I don't give a
yeah.
fuck.
And the thing with the sales,
I'm not saying that sales should mean everything, right? I'm not gonna say just because One Piece,
Because you
just because One Piece is best selling, that alone.
ugliest piece of shit shoes I've ever seen.
I mean, Yeezys aren't the same thing because Yeezys only make like 250 shoes and then they're out. And then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They make
Yeezys
sales,
are
but
beautiful.
you can't.
yeah, let's stop. They are not.
Anyway.
Yeah, hold on. Let's stay on topic.
The point is, like, if someone buys, if the world for some reason turns and everyone likes eating shit that I don't, I'm not gonna like instantly go out and buy some shit that everyone else likes eating. Like, I don't care.
But the thing is all like there's two objective points to the sales things. One, it's been running so much longer. Of course, it's gonna have those sales by default. And then two, you've got the people who are so invested to the point where it's all like, I can't drop it now because I've been reading and watching this for 20 years, and sales aren't indicative of quality.
That really exists.
Yeah, bro. For example,
I mean, no, okay. I will not, because I was kind of like that with Fairy. I'm not gonna say.
I was like that with Dragon Ball Super. Like Dragon Ball Super was, oh look, bro, it's only a B because of the Tournament of Power, and the whole Tournament of Power that could have been all of Super and it would have been better. But
I
Dra-
could argue a C plus.
I could give you a C plus. I wouldn't even fight you on it. I wouldn't even fight you on it. I literally felt obligated because I'm a lifetime Dragon Ball Z fan. I was compelled to watch it. You feel me?
I think
Yeah.
it's for One Piece though, bro. Like, bro, this is my problem with talking to people about One Piece. It's that you're not acknowledging I feel like One Piece haters don't acknowledge anything about One
No.
Piece.
Okay. Look, I'll give you.
As far as sales go, like, I'm not saying they mean everything, but they do mean something. Like, they do mean
No, they don't. Someone who knows,
To some degree.
I agree on why they don't matter. Like, I don't like. It's the same thing with the shit analogy. I'm gonna give you another analogy.
I'm weak.
Right?
Well,
Like if someone likes whatever the fuck, and I don't like it, but then they tell me it's had a lot of sales, you have to like it. Like no, there's nothing polarizing to me about a lot of people are into this thing, so I'm gonna try and get into this thing because everyone likes getting into this thing. Like I'm a complete like just I will ride off my own personality and whatever I like, and if people don't like what I like, they can fucking.
but that's the thing. Well, the sales thing also discredits cult classics. Like just because
That's what I'm saying.
Berserk doesn't have more sales doesn't mean it's not better. Or just because Death Note was more popular than Code Geass, it doesn't mean it's indicative. It just means one got the spotlight more than the other. So sales is a very because you people if you go on Oprah's show one time, get Book of the Month, you're gonna have more sales than a lot of books, even though you might not be better just because of the publicity.
And prove me wrong, because I don't know, but I don't even was One Piece really like booming in states like that? 'Cause when I was
Not
growing up,
really.
I literally-
Not really. It was not. It was Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Gundam. Yeah, Naruto came in and Naruto was like the
In like 2006.
yeah.
Like I was like flipping the way I found Naruto, I was flipping through channels on my grandma's fucking TV. If your grandma got the phone or got the TV plan that has Naruto on it, that's how you know your grandma did something.
Yeah, nah. But the thing was, Naruto came in with the same heat Dragon Ball Z hit when it first landed. But for sure, like it was Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh, like completely revolutionized shit. Pokemon, but like One Piece was just in there because One Piece even got canceled on the
Didn't match with the culture.
yeah.
Like, pirates are still bad.
Yeah, I remember.
Wasn't really like opened up like that. Like,
Right.
you had niggas really sucking lollipops and shit.
Yeah.
It was just like the identity wasn't there yet. I'm talking about 4 kids stuff.
No, and you're right because we just came off of all these action-heavy shows.
Yeah, when I went to my first Comic-Con ever, everyone was too busy dressing as Naruto. Nobody was dressing up as One Piece.
I promise you. I never even heard of One Piece in school.
Hold on, bro, because I hate this, and this is another thing I hate that people need to realize. Naruto, over here in the West, is more popular than One Piece. That's fine, it's not an issue. But if you're talking as worldwide, as a collective, as in the entire world, One Piece is one.
No. I would look.
Sure, if you're in America, maybe Comic-Con in
I think
America,
now because for sure now, maybe now, but Naruto in its heyday was definitely more popular than One Piece. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Literally, the argument for the big three was One Piece has the most sales, but Naruto was more popular than all three.
No,
I guarantee you can find multiple articles to say that. No, I'm not saying in America. In worldwide popularity. In worldwide popularity, Naruto, and I'm not saying Naruto was just beating the dog shit out of One Piece. Naruto was more popular. It was just One Piece had the most sales. They used to rank the big three in terms of what they were doing the best.
I'm sorry to rain on y'all's parade, but that's just not true. Like, factually speaking, like, no, that, like, look, right? So, like, while you may think that Dragon Ball and Naruto or whatever the fuck were more popular at this time, we weren't running around the streets of Japan or like Norwegia or
Japan.
That's what I'm saying. Japanese polls. These are polls in Japan.
When it comes to the
Let me get the quick history lesson. Let me give a quick history lesson.
worldwide One Piece trumps all
Goat
was not
Hakusho.
that popular at all over here. It was nowhere near as popular as it is today.
Facts,
here,
100%.
Right? Like, when anime started getting integrated in America, the first shows to really like make a difference were like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, and Naruto.
Most
Those,
definitely.
even
It was Dragon Ball Z.
They even brought, they even brought Naruto over here.
Yeah, that's because
And-
off of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, they even brought One Piece over here, and One Piece was not doing that well over here. So, like, Naruto over here was very popular. They took One Piece off of, like, Adult Swim tonight. They took it off because it wasn't doing well. So, over here, yeah, Naruto is way more popular. I don't have a problem saying that. In terms of it
But
being
Konami-
worldwide, though,
Konami didn't introduce One Piece though.
It was on Fox 4U Kids or something. Yeah, Fox Kids.
Had,
It's
Gundam,
One Piece.
yeah.
Wing,
It is, yeah,
Dragon
yeah,
Ball,
we're not saying they introduced,
and
yeah, I'm
One
not saying they
Piece.
did.
Okay, that's irrelevant though. Keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really relevant. So like I'm saying, like when all these shows got on the same station or whatever, Naruto, One Piece was not doing numbers. They eventually took like One Piece actually just got put back on like Adult Swim like a couple months to a year. ago.
Yeah, no,
Like
that's
it was
facts.
not doing like it was not doing numbers.
Facts.
So yes, I will automatically tell you, over here Naruto's way more popular. That's fine. Well, I mean, like you can talk about today, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah, over here you can say Naruto's more popular. In terms of worldwide standing, if you follow up what anime were running like the countries all over the world, it will be more One Piece than Naruto.
So that's where I'm disagreeing. I understand what you're saying.
That's
That's cap, bro. I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you that I used to read the polls for worldwide. Yeah, like there was many polls that was like the hottest topic when all three of the big three were still running, weekly shonen dropping, all that good shit. Literally, the main things they would say is, yeah, One Piece has the most sales, but the most popular right now is Naruto. That would be it's most, and that was worldwide. I'm not talking about the West, and I'm not talking about just Japan.
Arguing with that's not in America.
I'm not arguing. I said I'm looking at media literature and different articles from around the world with polls.
With you are having this conversation with whoever you are having that conversation.
It's not a conversation. I'm pulling up articles. I'm looking at Shonen Jump articles. I'm looking at other articles. Like many articles were saying Naruto was more popular worldwide. That's when it was getting likened even to Dragon Ball Z because Goku was historically the most popular worldwide. I'm not going to pull up an article from 2013. I don't know where to find that. Like, I'm not pulling it up.
This article from 2013.
You Google it. I'm making my point. I said there's many out there. You don't have to. You don't have to believe it. I brought the information. Take it or leave it alone.
This is you informing me. If you're gonna inform
Sir. I'm informing you. I've informed you. The information's out there. Do what you will.
And I'm telling you, One Piece is not rule the world.
No, it doesn't rule the world in terms, like in manga, I agree, like there's a lot of people who bought the book. No, hear what I'm saying, hear what I'm saying. Listen.
Hold on, let him go.
It does. I'm not arguing with you. Yes, it does. But you're mistaking the anime. The anime has way more to, yes, it does. It has way more to do than the manga. So even if people are not buying One Piece, like even if people are buying One Piece manga, you cannot see that the popularity of the Naruto anime isn't something, because like right now what you're trying to do.
I didn't say it wasn't anything. I just said it wasn't higher than One Piece.
No, because you're trying to discount the Naruto anime for being popular.
No, I'm not.
He's saying you're nerfing Naruto to make your point.
It's like it's in order for me to like Naruto, I need to buy the manga, and that's not true.
No, I did not say that.
But that's where the skills are disingenuous.
I'm not saying
You
that.
see, no, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You see where we're going with this.
See how you doing that?
You see how you skip me?
You see him skip me?
Because
Nah, Pianzi's been holding his tongue. Pianzi's been holding his tongue. Pianzi.
I only asked him because he seems like he wants. I also want to respond to what you said, but he also seems like
Okay,
he
good.
wants to respond.
Go ahead, P.
Alright, so the popularity, right, doesn't really matter, really. It matters when it comes, I can say that more people like the thing that is objectively make it better. There's no way to honestly prove that one is objectively better than the other. It's just literally, it comes down to what you like more. Okay, so if more people in this Discord like Naruto,
But that's kind of not the point of what he was arguing.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I would say that because it's still, because it was more popular than around the world, that could mean that it's better, that it can doesn't.
Oh, okay, okay. There you
But
go. Okay.
but objectively, Sasuke is the best character.
Okay, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. Ignore him. Please ignore him. Leo, don't take the bait. Leo, don't take the bait.
No, I'm not talking about Ashley. That's kind of where me and Beyonce kind of disagree. Beyonce believes that nothing can really be objectively better than something else.
I think that's a lie too. Art becomes.
I disagree with
Yeah, I disagree with that too.
But
Once something goes into the public eye, it becomes objective because you've taken your subject and presented it to different objective views.
No, that's all it comes down to. Like, all it comes down to is what the masses like, and if the masses are telling me and screaming over me and shouting over me that One Piece is better, then there's no way that me yelling the throne against 5,000 One Piece fans, Naruto's the shit, it's way better. We're not gonna be heard.
I think we're not
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if everyone in the world likes Naruto. It doesn't really matter. It's an ad popular. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter.
Wait, Smoking Tire, do you have Naruto as your profile picture?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the light.
So you're trying to, I know you're not discrediting me. I know you're discrediting me, but it's still in my profile picture. Oh, you're like, all I'm saying is all of the ads popular, bro. Focus on the substance of the story. Which story has better characters, world building? With all of it.
But the thing is, you can't say that because One Piece has a lot more chances to fix their errors. Naruto's done. Like, One Piece literally could see everything every anime is doing wrong, and because it's still going, it can just keep on evolving like that. It's the same thing with the problem, but that's the thing. That's my same problem with Superman. Superman has so many iterations. Of course, this man's unstoppable. No one's gonna stop thinking some shit. And then to try and put him in a fight with people who have one iteration makes no sense. You're trying to take a fucking. I mean, but look. Anyway, Superman's a bitch. But here's the thing: Superman is like the iPhone 9 billion, and you're trying to compare him to the first telephone. It's like, bitch, we didn't evolve that.
See, the Naruto band, even in this book, One Piece is on different levels. The Naruto everything.
Okay, stop. That's not what we said. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I'm taking the bait on that. Fuck it. You're not gonna tell me that if Naruto Shippuden was still running somehow, it wouldn't be miles better than one of the
That's what I'm saying, bro. With all the animation they've done with Boruto and the way we could have built on stuff,
They got worse than one. I mean, I'm scared about the anime.
I think if Naruto was Kishimoto, correct me if I'm wrong, Kishimoto does not directly write this.
yeah, no, he only helps out with character design, but he pretty much turned over directing and everything.
Like lately he's been like a little more hands-on.
Right.
I know he doesn't like directly write.
Not at all.
Which is why it's better.
And the thing is, it's like this. I would say this. I agree with what he's saying because Boruto is really just a face for trying to fix all the shit wrong with Naruto. That's all that show is. Let's be completely honest. That's why Naruto. That's why most of the show is Naruto and Sasuke and trying to build on the Byakugan and the Otsutsuki because we all know they microwaved that shit in the last 30 episodes.
If it's Kishimoto writing Naruto, like if Naruto Shippuden kept like going, right, and it was Kishimoto writing it, I would think it would just stay where it is. I don't think it would get significantly better.
I agree.
I could give you that just because Kishimoto's a moron. He would find some way to fucking make Sasuke run away again and give us that.
Yeah, like I feel like you have to account for what Kishimoto actually did. And in reality, he was actually deteriorating. Like people agree that like Shippuden was getting worse by the end. So like it would be logical to say it just might have kept getting
Well, the
worse.
thing is, so my only counter to that point would be it was getting worse because he would. Go ahead. Sorry, Isaac.
The reason that people view the ending of Shippuden as bad, which by the way, the war arc is
I love the war arc. The war arc is fire.
there's too much shit that went on in that arc that was told for all of it to be bad.
Right.
Not all of it.
Facts.
But anyway,
shown that like, hey, this thing, like, if you're listening to your community, which I don't know if he is really, but let's take for example something he does.
Toriyama does way too
If
fucking
someone-
much.
If someone is saying, I didn't really like the Cell Saga like that, blah blah blah, or like let's say everyone says Cell Saga sucks, which it doesn't. Let's say that everyone says that, the next arc after Cell Saga literally needs to knock the Cell Saga out the fucking park like that. So if the war arc sucks and everyone hates the fucking war arc and there's a lot of unexplained shit, then that next arc needs to do its best to do that, and I think it would have. Like you can't tell me that like someone who's been writing a story like the war arc was rushed on top of that.
Right, it was.
Yeah.
He was literally forced to write it faster. There
Right.
wasn't a reason to that bullshit. Like no one's gonna tell me he didn't.
Right.
Well, the problem with the problem with like Naruto and Dragon Ball, and they keep going because it's a power scaling show. After a certain while, it's just gonna get so ridiculous. It's like almost unwatchable.
Oh, you mean like Super?
Yeah, we're like
Yeah, like
we go from far like.
Do you think that One Piece wouldn't eventually become that? Because people are
But One Piece is slow rolling now. One Piece is slow rolling it and focusing more on the world building and the characters than the powers of it. So that's why they've been able to keep going like this.
Wasn't there like a recent leak of like a new DC Born or something? Like news, like recently.
Yeah, it's like this. And that's more. They're not still out there. Like if you look at Naruto, we went from a substitution to giant mech suit. Like it's literally.
Okay, the mech suits are not canon.
I mean, not. I didn't mean mech suit. I meant like
next
into rock.
he meant like
Oh. Okay, in our defense, hockey is some shit I like. What?
Yeah, but hockey does not get like that. Like the most you see of that with One Piece is like in non-canon stuff, like that. Like this guy in the movie One Piece Stampede, he like used metal to turn into this gigantic like avatar thing. It's not canon.
Don't use that one part. Okay, what you guys are doing here is kinda not fair because if Naruto had more length, he would not be in a war.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like. And that's what I'm saying. It's all like, bro, a time crunch changes a lot of shit.
A war arc as a common denominator to something that like, yeah, well it's ending, so obviously it's gonna go to high.
No, a war arc does not have to be the end of the show.
But even still, like One Piece doesn't have the whole, oh, we're rushing you to end it. They're like, fuck, you can do whatever you want because the longer you go, the more money you make. So there's a lot different creative expression as a mangaka when you're not being rushed. But when you're being rushed, as you can see, like, okay, Hunter x Hunter, this man's on hiatus from the mental pressure, not even because of anything else. Bleach, it was rushed. It was rushed and we got bullshit. Naruto was rushed and we got this shit. So if you give, I say if you don't rush Kishimoto, he has time to flesh out this story properly, we get a way better show the longer it goes.
Hey, so I'm gonna set my screen, but I'm gonna put it in a different, I'm gonna put it in a movie.
No, leave it in here because we're all in here.
Yeah, well, the problem is if I start it, no one can hear because.
We don't need to hear the fight, we need to watch the fist.
Also, if people really don't want to hear other people talk, definitely.
Yeah, you can mute everybody. Everybody can personally mute to where it doesn't server mute them.
Okay.
They can just definitely.
Hey, Devil's playing his stuff, I guess later tonight, even though it's starting right now.
I thought, yeah, that's why I thought Devo was supposed to. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. He probably got caught up with the wife and kids.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna put the screen on it.
All right.
But what I would say though is that it seems like Kishimoto kind of wanted to end after Pain, like he wanted to go.
And Pianzi, great fucking point. Please keep going.
That's what it, and it feels like it does feel like he was rushed. I mean not rushed, but it felt like the executives and everything were like, oh, this is a money maker, we gotta keep this going.
Right.
So like because it does seem like they were him talking to his father, and then like him going to train with me was going to be like the very end of it. He was going to fight Sasuke and then show.
Right.
But they were like, nah, we need to keep this going. Like literally, the anime got so. I hated watching the dream sequences. I hated like all that bull towards the end of the war. Like there was
Right.
like fight that ended with fighting and like didn't matter.
Right.
I'm like, I don't care about this. And then most of it was like nostalgia things. Like bring back down, that was on.
Right.
I do have another point, but
Pianzi, I think that was a fucking excellent fucking point because
here's my point. But I agree with what you're saying with the end with King, but I also think that Kishimoto wasn't going to have Sasuke like in Naruto
son.
Uh,
Oh God, no, Kishimoto always he always turned out
Because-
good.
he definitely did, but I could see that being a dope part two. Yeah.
Because he already got what he wanted. He's already Hokage. Like everybody, like everybody. No. What I'm saying is he already got what he wanted. Like remember what Itachi told him, right? In order for you to be Hokage, you have to get acknowledgement from everyone in the village. So he already got that after King. That could have been a great segment into Boruto, doing what his father could have never done.
He gave Naruto a long
Except for nowadays, he hates people.
No, but so no, Pianzi, It's not that he's not that it's not that he's saying it's bad. It's just it would have been a better breakup of the series, because okay, for one, Naruto's first goal before Sasuke was Hokage. So because he checked off that one on his list first, cool. And then to the fact of like how you said the Pain arc felt like it could have ended. The Pain arc was so good, people thought the show was over. You get what I'm saying? And then if they would have done Boruto to the fact that, well, like, okay, Naruto achieved his goals, got strong, but that was still a thorn in his side, and then went back to go get him, then it would have been like, all right, cool, this series broken up.
Yeah, he's going back to Sasuke because Sasuke is trying to destroy the thing that Naruto created. Remember what he said? Like, yeah, I'm going to destroy the whole Leaf Village.
Right.
So now you have the son who actually has a fucking goal instead of fighting all these things.
Well, not even that. You could have had a better war if Sasuke is the one behind it.
Exactly.
That would have been fire as fuck if it would have been Sasuke leading the war and then Naruto is the head of the Shinobi Alliance. Like, that shit would have been fucking fire as fuck.
Yeah, but like the Kabuto thing was like an accident. It was a
No, it was.
We had for so long.
Right.
I'm the thing now.
Right. That was dumb as fuck.
Been taking over for Orochimaru. I don't know what all this beefing is.
I don't even know why Orochimaru didn't want his body.
Yeah, I don't even get it, bro.
I mean, if they would have still got this sort of like training and learning stage, right, like in the background,
The reason he had Kabuto behind him the whole time is because Kabuto's really like high on like medical tech and shit like that.
So it'd be a waste of a body to take over him.
Yeah, he was like the person helping, like, remember when Kimimaru was like in the hospital bed or whatever?
Right.
That's like Kabuto's doing it, like all his.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically like a stick. I mean, I do like Orochimaru's goal. Like, I wish he expanded on that, like learning all the jutsu of the world or learning all the secrets of the world, and then kind of finding out that, yeah, I can't learn all the secrets of the world because there's some other bullshit, with Kaguya and the tree and shit. In order for you to be like, truly learn all the jutsu of the world, you gotta like fight her sometimes. Like, I like that type of like.
Well, his goal was cool. I just felt like his reason for not doing it anymore was kind of a cop out for the plot. Like, he just fully said, you know what? I'm interested in Sasuke now. Fuck everything I was doing for the last 900 years.
Yo, yeah, I'm interested in Sharingan because Sharingan is top two. So I'm like, all right, cool. I am with you. But then you want to see a good guy. Why? Why did you stop?
Yeah,
I
like,
want to find out the secrets of the world. Like,
it
I'm
was
with you.
it was a cop out for the plot because like one of the things is like some of the characters they have in Naruto, if you expand too much on them, they have to become the main plot, not a tertiary plot. Because Orochimaru was a main plot for so long that if we get back on him, you don't have a justifiable reason as to why he doesn't go haywire in the war and is just a super double agent. You feel me?
I felt like it could have been like the final villain. Like, it could have been him. It could have been Sasuke. Like, big.
Well, he always said from the start of the show, from episode 1, the show was going to end with Naruto and Sasuke fighting, and they were supposed to kill each other. That was what he said out of his mouth.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool ending. That would have been a better ending. Bro.
Yeah, I felt like if Boruto had to come in, like, you could have had those two died and, like, just have, because them two existed just like it kills Boruto.
It's because it's the same problem of if you let Hashirama and Madara live the entire show, it's kind of just all like, do we have a problem or are these two just not taking part in things?
Bro, low key, look, I've said this before, but all they have to do at the end is if they're gonna